Hey guys, this is going to be the sounds of the night activity, and we're going to talk about a couple of different animals you might hear, kind of if you're walking around at night or at dusk. Right, so first up, we have the eastern screech owl. So this guy likes to live in a variety of different sorts of trees, but its favorite trees are ones that are located near water. And it'll live in cavities that are made by other animals, so things like woodpeckers. And you actually might find this guy around your house because he likes to live in both rural and suburban areas. And this is what it sounds like. And then up next, we have the great horned owl. So this is a really big guy, and he typically likes to live in trees that are like cottonwoods, junipers, beeches, or pines, but sometimes you'll find him in other trees. It usually likes to eat small mammals, so things like mice, and you actually find this one all over North America, from southern Mexico all the way up to northern Alaska and northern Canada. All right, so this is what it sounds like when a fledgling or a kind of baby great horned owl is begging for food. Right, and then this is what it sounds like when two great horned owls are singing a duet. And then up next, we have the barn owl. These guys like to live in lots of different places. So they'll live in anything from tree cavity to caves, barns. They actually even found a pair nesting in Yankee Stadium in New York City. And they too mostly eat small mammals like mice. And then this is what this guy sounds like. Then our final owl. So this is the barred owl. And it likes to live in forests that have lots of really, really large trees and some nearby bodies of water. And oftentimes it'll use nests that are built by other animals, maybe a squirrel nest or something like that. And it has a really varied diet. So it'll eat any small animal that can be anything from a mouse to a crayfish. This is what our barred owl sounds like. All right, so now we have a couple of frogs we're going to talk about. So you might not hear them, kind of around town today, but you'll hear them in a couple of months when it starts to be springtime again. All right, and kind of fittingly, we're going to start off with a spring peeper. So these guys get started as soon as spring starts and the kind of warm rains begin. And they'll gather actually in very large numbers to breed in like small ponds and things like that. And these choruses, if they get big enough, can be heard from well over a mile away. They're found throughout the eastern United States of America. And this is what they sound like. All right. So our next frog is the northern cricket frog, which is also pretty small, and it usually lives on the edge of slow-moving streams or ponds. And it's most active between kind of May and July. And it is active also during the day, but it'll keep on calling well into kind of dusk and early evening. And this is what it sounds like. And now we have a much bigger species of frog, the American bullfrog, which is actually native to the eastern US, but it is found in other parts of the country and parts of the world in general, actually. But in those other places, it's considered an invasive species. Here, it's most active from May to July, and it typically likes to live in large permanent bodies of water. And this is what it sounds like. And we'll play that one more time. It's pretty fun. And then next up is our final frog for today, the southern leopard frog. So it's found all over the eastern United States from Florida to New York, but it's most abundant and most common in the southeastern United States, so kind of around where we live. And it typically likes to live in places that have a lot of shallow fresh water, and it'll actually breed year-round if conditions are conducive to that, so if it's warm enough outside. This is what it sounds like. All right. So that's all we have for today. So hopefully you will start to recognize these guys if you hear them when you're out and about at night. And with that, have a happy Halloween.